خواتان لەبێ هاوڕانی زوو خۆشەویستم ئەمڕۆ لەگەڵتاندان بە شارە جوانەکەی ئیڤانەوە لە زانکۆی نەوت و غازین کە ئەم دیمەنی پشتۆ دێنی زانکۆی نەوت و غازە کە زۆربەی بەشە ئەندازیاریەکانی تێدایە بە بەشی نەوتەوە تەنها ساڵانەکەی بە 22 وەرەقەیە واتە 2200 دلار ژمارە خوێندکاری زۆر لێرە دەخوێنێ لە هەموو وڵاتەکانەوە دێن بۆ ئێرە بۆ بەستی خوێندنی نەوت و غاز و بەشە ئەندازیاریەکان دیمەنی ناوەتان پیشان دەدەم دیمەنی دەرەوەی زانکۆیەکە زۆر خۆشە کە تیایدا موشێک دابین کراوە لە دەرەوەی زانکۆکام و جۆرە خواردنەکەیە لە کاتی پشوەکاندا لە کاتی ڕێستەکاندا دەچێت لە بەردەم خۆتە خواردن شتەکان دەخۆی شانی باسی ئیشوکاری چەند خوێندکارێکم تەواو کردم بۆ کە ئێوەش دانای بخوێنن لە زانکۆی تەکنیکال ئیڤانۆ فرانک پیسک ناشنال ئۆیل گاز یونیڤەرسیتی دەتوانن پێم لە خزمەت هەمووتان داما دەتوانم لە قۆناغی یەکەم ڕاستەخۆ لە قۆناغی یەکەمتان دانا بە زمانی ئینگلیزی بەبێ خوێندنی ساڵێک زمان واتە ساڵێک ئامادەکاری زمانی ئۆکرانیا زمانی ڕووسی ئێستاش لەگەڵ من بینەریەم چوادەوە بەرەوە ئەمەی کە دەیبینی هاوڕێیان هەر لە دەرەوەی زانکۆیەکەیە لۆگۆی بیرێنەوتە دیمەنێکی زۆر ناوازەیە بەشە سەربازیەکانیش لێرەدا هەیە و خوێندکارێک کە دەیبینی خوێندکاری بەشی سەربازیە بەشی سەربازیشی تێدا هەیە زۆربەی بەشەکانی تێدا بەشە ئەندازیاریەکان بەشە ئەدەبیەکان کارگەری کار و ئەو شتانە هەموو لەو زانکۆیەدا هەیە دیمەنی ناو پارکەتان پیشاندەم کە پارکێکی خۆش تێدا ناو زانکۆیەکە دیمەنی وەلایەم نیشاندان کە تیایدا خواردنگە شتەکان بوون شایانی باسە هاوڕێیان نرخەکان زۆر گونجاوە لێرە خوێندن بە تەواوەتی بە زمانی ئینگلیزیە نەوت و غاز تەنها بە 22 وەرەقەیە ئەو فەرەش تەنها لای من دەست دەکەوێت لە بەرەوەی من کۆنتراکتی ڕاستەوخۆمەی لەگە زانکۆدا کە تیایدا خوێندکاری من ڕاستەخۆ لە قۆناغی یەکەمدا دەنیشە بەبێ خوێندنی ساڵێک زمان وە تەنها کوردیشم لە تەنها شەخسیشم لە هەموو عێراقدا کە کۆنتراکتی و زانکۆیم وەرگرتووە هاوڕێیان هێزی خۆشەویستم ئەوە زانکۆیەکەیەوە ئاواتی لەوێ تەسویرم بۆ کردن ڕاستەخۆ دەی دوکانی لەفەیە کەوابخانەیە مارکێتە دارە بەردە ینی کافتریایە لە یاکەتری هەروە کە بەڕاستی ئیڤانە بۆ شتانە زیاد دەکرێتەوە کە هەموو شتێکی دابین کراوە ینی پێویست ناکات تۆ حەزت بچێشی دەبینی خەڵک دانیش لێرە نێرگەلەی چشێ هەموو شتێک لێرە مەوجودە و نرخەکانیش زۆر ئەرزانە تۆ توانین مانگانە لێرە بە 300 دلار ژیانی شاهانەیی بکەیت بە خان و بە مەسرەفی خۆت و بە هەموو شتێکەوە خەڵک سیارەکانی دەرەوەی زانکۆ ڕادەگرێت ناتوانێت ببێتە ناو حرەمی زانکۆوە باز بەعام شوێنێکی گونجاوە بەڕاستی زانکۆی ئیڤانۆ فرانک پیسک تەکنیکال ئۆیل گاز یونیڤەرسیتی یەکە لەو زانکۆ باشانە کە هەموو شتێکی بەردەستە وەکو زانکۆ پزیشکەکەی کە هەموو لە ناو یەکدایە ئەوە زۆر زۆر مهمە خاڵێکی ئەساسیە ئەها دیقەت دەن وەک لای خۆمان هەموو زۆرێک لە فەیان هەیە بۆیە تۆش کاتێ بخوێنی لە زانکۆی نەوت و غاز لە شاری ئیڤانۆ کە شارێکی زۆر خۆشە زۆر گونجاوە شارێکی وەسەتە گەورە نییە پەیوەندی پێوە بکە هەمووی بارەکان بۆ بکەم لە خزمەتەوەی خۆشەویستەوە سڵاوی خواتان لێبێت جەماعەت هەر لە بڕگەی گەڵاز زین و جێلات زین و ئەو شتانەوە کاکە یانی ها بەبێ ماندوو بوون لێکەوە بینوتانە یانی بڕاتان بێ کاکەوە ڕز بووین لە بڵم لە چی هەموو شتێک وە ڕز بوون لە میوەی بەلاش لە میوەی دزیاری ها هاوڕێیان وڵاتی ئۆکرانیا شارە جوانەکەی ئیڤانۆیە ئەو داران دەبینی هەر سەر و بنی هەوە ئەوزانم زۆر سێرە بێوە ناخۆشە ها ئەوەندەم لێ کردەوە تامی خۆشە برارۆ 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 کەس لێ ناکاتەوە نا چاوتان ماز دەکەم بینێری بنە هاو سێوەکانمان پێنەگەیون ئەو هەر گەڵاسەکانن ها ئێرە جوانتر پێگەیون زۆر گەورەیە برارە خۆشە ئەوە سێوەکانە وڵاتە سەر و بی سێوە زۆر سێرە ها دووەزە دانەیگرێتەوە بە زمایەتی پێ بگە ئەوەش جێلاسە سوورە هەمووشمان بەلاش لێرە کاک سڵاوی خوا گەورتان لەبێ هاوڕانە زە خۆشەویستان ئەمڕۆ بەرواری 9 ساڵی 2019 کە تیایدا لە زانکۆی ئیڤانۆین بۆ بەشە ئەندازیاریەکان کە هەندەسەی نەوت هەموو بەشە ئەندازیاریەکان لەو جامیعەدا هەیە لە وڵاتی ئۆکرانیا تەواوکردنیشی و دوو خوێندکارە لە باشترین زانکۆی ئەندازیاری لێمە کە تەنها ساڵانە بە 22 وەرەقە پیرۆزبایی لە خوێندکاران دەکەم و هیوادارم سەرکەوتوو بن کاتەوەی بخوێنین هەر وڵاتی ڕووسیا و ئۆکرانیا هیچی گرنتی جوان و بێ مشکلت دەوێت پەیوەندی پێ بکە لەڤای بەرەوە لە خزمەتەوەی دام.
Макай.
Dip. I don't want to.
Я кажу,
Come on,
макай
dip
давай.
in. Now it's my turn.
Так, тепер я.
What's next? My congratulations. We've just become first-year students of the Ivano-Frankivsk National Technical University of Oil and Gas. Cool. Listen, does this clean off?
Не знаю.
I don't know. The university was founded in 1967. It consists of 8 institutes, 3 colleges, and a physics and technical lyceum. There are over 800 teachers, almost 10,000 students, including 500 from 42 countries. Students receive a bachelor's degree in 35 specialties and a master's degree in 43. And there are also 7 dissertation councils for doctoral and master's thesis at the university. One in every 20 students at the university is a foreigner, and this turns this institution of higher education into a multinational platform for cultural exchange. Foreign students do not live separately. They're in touch with both Ukrainian students and each other, and the university creates all the conditions for their integration and safety. This work is carried out by the Center for International Education. Its staff recruits foreign students and then deal with their issues in Ukraine. This includes organizing tours and taking part in any concerts that greatly facilitate their adaptation in Ukraine. We also maintain contacts with Ukrainian embassies in other states, as well as foreign embassies in Ukraine. Foreign students spend their first year of study at the preparatory department. The main thing is to learn the Ukrainian language.
We're doing our best, at least we're trying, because we can say common things, we can buy things, talk to people. Though we can't go there because
Ivano-Frankivsk differs from Kiev. Everyone speaks Ukrainian here, and I like it more. I came to Ukraine, so I have to speak Ukrainian. Everyone who wants to can do it. In addition to the language, the teachers of the preparatory department often organize entertainment activities, games or tours for students. We try to travel with them as much as possible. Every trip is usually accompanied by trying on Ukrainian clothes or tasting Ukrainian dishes. This greatly helps them to study our culture, to adapt to our everyday life. Each of the now more than 500 foreign students has a personal story to tell how he or she got to study in Ivano-Frankivsk. But they all begin with how they heard so many good things about this institution of higher education.
I searched about it online because I was looking for university to attend. I searched about it online in Ukraine because schools here, they are cheaper compared to other countries. So I saw Ukraine and I wanted to do oil and gas engineering. So I had to go in and I discovered this was the best in Ukraine.
This university certificate is recognized by our Iraqi Ministry of Education. But the thing I like most of all, that every teacher is interested in the knowledge being acquired by students, what they should know, just like it should be. And this university degree is the road to my success. Many of my friends graduated from it, and now they work in different companies at home. It has sufficient highly qualified staff to teach foreigners and Ukrainians. where there is a well.
Тут на кафедрі нафтогазу.
The Oil and Gas Machines and Equipment Department has a full-scale installation of a deep well pump for oil production. Classes are held here for student mechanics and technologists. Not only mechanics involved in servicing such machines, but also technologists who work with deposits should know and understand such installations, their design and the principles of operation. They are also taught how to collect the flow well bundled to get gas or oil naturally under the effect of reservoir pressure.
У нас в лабораторії пробурено 4 сверловини.
There are 4 wells in our laboratory at a depth of 200 meters. Within each well, there is pumping equipment that's used in the fields. This full-scale equipment enables students to practice, to acquire all the necessary skills on its operation, and to learn how to service this equipment.
Отримувати всякі, мається на увазі навики, роботи обладнання, досліджувати, як його обслуговувати.
The neighboring laboratory containing drilling equipment, hydro machines and compressors introduces student mechanics and drillers to the elements of drilling machines. Downhole and ground equipment of the drilling unit scaled to 1 to 10 is used as a training model. For example, students practice the correct assembly sequences for a drill tower. For example, whether to raise it already prepared from the ground or collect it from the bottom up or even top down. The work of the drilling unit will depend directly on the quality of the installation. A low-quality installation may result in emergency situations arising all the time. Such models, as created by the department's researchers, are used for studying round-trip operations that are considered the most labor-intensive and dangerous when drilling a well. Choreographic groups and art music ones are welcoming all those interested into their ranks. The university has about a dozen choreographic, vocal, and instrumental studios, even a theatrical one where students can express their creative potential. All sorts of events are held there on a regular basis. The local Center for Culture and Leisure consists of rehearsal rooms and a large assembly hall, with all the necessary concert equipment. Students can share their sporting skills here. The AP Hamba Sports Complex has 5 halls for various sports, 4 open outdoor areas, and a 25-meter swimming pool. Instead of physical education, students go to sports clubs twice a day. Football, basketball, volleyball, chess, swimming. There's a total of 13 sections, and everyone can choose as they wish. This is the stadium of the AP Hamba University Sports Complex. Running lanes and a football pitch were rebuilt here recently. Now it meets Olympic standards. It can host international competitions. The next stage of reconstruction is large-scale repair of 5,000-seater grandstands. Behind me, you can see a modern drilling rig control panel. The scale is 1:1, but without a well. We're actually in the drill center. This center trains people to correctly determine the condition of a well, as well as how to prevent or eliminate fluid kicks, which are oil or gas emissions. It's not only senior students, but also experienced drillers, drilling masters, or technologists attend these classes. There are about 150 such centers around the world, but this is the only one in Ukraine. On competition of the training course, its graduates receive an international certificate, which enables them to work in any country of the world. Who would turn down the chance to work oneself as a driller? I was entrusted with BOP, blowout prevention equipment. I'm almost a driller.
Ось вона, справжня бурова установка.
Here's the real drilling rig. Everyone who gets here is instructed on the labor safety and then he receives a protective helmet. Come on. The installation as a university's training base has been operating since 2003. Practical exercises are held each year for hundreds of students. This is a driller's place of work. It's a drilling rig control panel. It is here that the driller raises and lowers the winch, monitors the pressure, the speed of both motors and the entire system control panel.
Як ви, напевно, знаєте, я не дуже люблю...
As you probably know, I do not like museums, but this one impressed me, and here's why. In 1929, the world learned of a unique find. 20,000-year-old rhino remains were found in the village of Starunia in Ivano-Frankivsk region. The thing is that the rhino got into an ozocarid that embalmed it. That is why it's been preserved like it was in those days. And university students created a layout devoted to this find. Simply incredible. While the rest of the museum is also good. Gold, silver, platinum, some super rare minerals, even a fragment of a meteorite. Exposition watchers regard this collection the largest and most valuable in Europe. And it has been collected for more than 100 years. And a long time ago, geologists such as Yulian Medvedsky, the museum's founder, were as popular as rock stars. There was a search for new compounds of minerals, rare minerals. That is, most of them were taken from fields and are completely exhausted. That is, it's impossible to restore the same collection in our time. Historically and geographically, the museum could have collected exhibits from all continents, including Antarctica. This circumstance allowed the collection to get the status of a scientific object that is part of the Ukrainian national heritage. The university has some modern laboratories opened with the support of private companies where students work. Companies do this to hire a qualified specialist who can work with modern equipment in the future. Here's one of them. This is a laboratory of rinsing fluids used in drilling. Here, future drillers study the properties of those liquids that are needed to remove sludge, which is waste generated as a result of drilling. And this is the laboratory for well cementing solutions. Here, students learn a recipe for preparing a solution for fortifying well walls. Each recipe is different and depends on the geological conditions of the drilling site. I'm now in the hardware and software laboratory. It's better not to touch this red button. In the laboratory, students acquire the skills needed to work in the field. For example, in compressor stations. They work with controllers and converters on control panels, including oil and gas industry equipment. I think our viewers have already understood that Sir he's obviously unable to find interesting places in universities. That's not the case with me. I'm at the New Energy Science City, and it's the most interesting branch of this institution of higher education. So let's go. Well, I see. I'm not going to be an astronaut. Guys, let's look at science in action. We studied airflows in physics classes. Now it's possible to demonstrate how all of this works. An airflow with the same force constantly pressing on this ball from all sides, and which, in so doing, seems to keep it in the air. And look how you can do this.
Up.
Here's something for music and sports lovers. If you want to listen to music, then turn the pedal. At least they said that it should work.
No, idę muzykę.
At such moments, you start to appreciate such simple things as batteries and electric current. In fact, this incredible science city is not for entertainment, not just for fun. Here, children, students, and adults understand the complex principles of science. On the contrary, here you can touch everything and do various activities. Each exhibit is interactive. It's possible to interact with it, and by doing so, one can recognize the laws of physics, chemistry, fundamental principles of energy efficiency. Tours are conducted on a regular basis in the center for those who are interested. Most visitors, of course, are children, but a third of visitors are adults. University students hold classes, conferences, or some informal scientific events here, or they can even join the center team to offer and put their projects into action. It's interesting and advanced. This is what will make our Ukraine progressive and modern in the future. Besides knowledge of the extraction of traditional sources of energy, oil and gas, students also study how to obtain energy from nature, from the sun, water and wind. There are facilities in modern laboratories that enable us to simulate renewable energy sources, wind turbines, solar panels, heat pumps, etc. Future electricians and energy managers work on these installations. They're currently applying their knowledge in the area of energy auditing.
Ми проводимо енергетичні обстеження як приватних будівель, громадських будівель, будівель соціальної сфери, це і лікарні, дитячі садочки, заклади освіти.
We're training experts who have the right to conduct inspections and issue energy certificates for buildings.
Обстеження і видавати енергетичні сертифікати будівель.
Classes are also held on energy management or business organization for soldiers who served in the ATO. Well, this is our special permanent column. What sort of city is this? We are in Ivano-Frankivsk. Trains, planes, and automobiles will get you here. There are many sights to see and places to visit in Frankivsk. It's a very comfortable and cozy city, and very friendly people live here. Ivano-Frankivsk is the capital of the tastiest Carpathian cuisine. Visit any cafe around and you'll see it. There are dozens of interesting Carpathian villages and towns around Ivano-Frankivsk. In winter, it's very convenient to get to several ski resorts from here. If you want to go abroad, that's easy too. You can leave the city in the morning and have dinner in Krakow or Budapest. I wanted to tell you a serious thing. If there had been such museums in my childhood, I would probably have become a famous scientist. I'm very impressed with what I have seen. I was impressed by true professionals who are truly devoted to their work. They share their knowledge with future generations of drillers and oil workers, gas workers too. We were at the Ivano-Frankivsk National Technical University of Oil and Gas. That's all. Bye now. Think big.